Hi everyone, this is Inspector Talon, and around me is my villager trading hall. So this was actually completed in January of 2021, so a year ago, and I have been slacking on making a video, as you can see. So this video will just be the showcase. I'll be going through how it works and a few reasons as to why it's a good option for your multiplayer or single player worlds. So you begin by looking into this book, and here you've listed off different villagers that are inside the hall, um, and each villager would correspond to a different color that you select. So if I were wanting the mending villager, I would hit neither of the levers, so both lamps off. If I wanted the efficiency villager, I would hit the red lever. Now keep in mind this is only an example. I placed the villagers with spawn eggs, so whichever villager that comes up is not likely to have efficiency. However, I can still click this and call the villager up. So as of right now, I am locked out of the input. I can't actually click anything to affect it. If I take out the book, it doesn't do anything. So the player can't actually interact with the hall while you have a villager queued up, and you can only have one queued up at a time. So you can send it back, zombify it, in gateway trade, or replace it, and I will go through each of these functions. So if I were to click zombify, it would bring it over here where the zombie will convert it. So then you click this button, gives you a golden apple, and you send it back. Now, I'm not going to wait for it to convert all the way back. Instead, I'm going to showcase the replace function. So these villagers would come from a villager breeder, and you would theoretically have their trades locked and say, okay, this is a mending villager. The emeralds cost less than the one that's currently in the hall, so I'm going to replace the old mending villager with this one. So you can check that here, make sure that you have the right villager there, click this note block, and once this lamp turns on, you can hit replace, and it'll go send it there. So another interesting part about the replace function, you can't kill the villager if there's no villager to replace it. That is a failsafe of the hall, because if you try to send a cart back with no villager, it will actually break. So in order to kill the villager, you have to have a new villager ready. Now you can, ooh, interesting voice crack. You can kill the villager as the player and then try and send it back. However, it will just loop it back around because it would break the hull, as I said. So if you hit that button again, we can put in another villager, and only then will we be able to send it back. So there is a third option before I send it back, and that's the end gateway trading. So I will bring it over here where you would be able to use it, and you would send it off along with the player to wherever your end gateway setup is. Now the idea is that the end gateway setup would be set up outside of render distance, so that it's easier on the client to render and reload entities and things like that, instead of trying to load 60 villagers and a zombie and a minecart over and over. That takes up a lot of power from your computer, and so it leads to a lot of client side problems, and it's a cleaner way to do it in terms of user interface, because you're not, actively killing somebody's computer. So you could send it, and this isn't the in gateway setup isn't built here. You would have to do that ad hoc, but it would return to the central area where we can finally show sending it back. So the sending it back function would send it to its slice, which would be this one, as indicated by the lamps above, and it returns soon enough. The minecart will return to its location directly under us. This lamp will cut off, and now we are free to use and choose another villager. Alright, that concludes the showcase. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any further questions or would like to see a Lightmatic or world download of this, feel free to join the Cartchives. It is an archive server I run where we help people out with questions they have and consolidate different cart contraptions together. So it's a nice community. I will leave a link down in the description, and also big thanks to members of Melon, especially Intricate, who helped a lot with compacting the input logic and things of that nature. So, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a good day.